Surprise!
Yeah, we hit it. It worked.
Hey,
What up?
what's up, guys? How's
What
it
up,
going?
y'all?
Surprise!
Fucking Wednesday. Hey, yo.
Don't swear in the first 7 seconds. Jeez.
It's not. It was 27.
I know. It's the first minute.
Mhm.
Relax.
Relax. What's good?
Chilling. Playing some video game. I'm just playing some video games against Cynical right now.
Call of Duty, baby.
Yeah.
Are you holding your phone?
Yeah.
It's like holding his phone plugged in.
Oh, and then Cynical. Yeah, see, I got my controller. See, it's got the fucking cord.
Oh yeah. Ooh, that sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Fire.
What up, DJ Boom?
Hey, yo. What's good, homie? That's something I want to talk about.
What? What do you say? What?
We got Friday, December 6th, the show and the toy drive.
Yes.
Fall River, Boom Squad Radio. A very Boom Squad Grimo Christmas. Yes.
Yeah. We'll get into that in a little bit more.
Yeah, we should share it. So
I was just gonna say we gotta get these shares up.
Hey.
We need a screenshot.
So. What's good? What's good? Who's in here? Let's see.
Has the rail landed?
Nope.
Probably because it's not Sunday. Just no.
When I did the stream working on beats last night, Jesse was the first in.
Oh, nice.
DC was good.
What up?
Angelo's was good. Nah, this is a we chilling thing.
All right, switch that gun. No, I don't want that.
We just.
Damn it. Oh, don't tell me I did what I think I did. Did I? Oh.
You want to hear bars? Check out the channel. We got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ciphers up there. Bars. Yeah, check the channel, man. We drop new ciphers every week. Since 2011. Chilling, man. How you doing, TC? What's good? Let's do.
Who's up in here? TC.
TC.
Wait, who is TC? That's not TC.
I don't know.
That's is that Grambino?
No. I don't
Who
think
am I
so.
thinking of? TC.
How you gonna tell TC he ain't TC?
I don't fucking know. There's so many different. Like, yo, I just get confused. I get confused, man. I'm not gonna lie.
AOK's TC.
Grambino's his homie. That's right. Remember?
AOK's TC. He's too confused.
Yeah.
Inside got him.
Hey. Is this a freestyle thing? Nah.
Are you behind, dude?
Yeah, I think I am. I was just sharing it, so I just got back in here.
I was like, oh shit.
I wasn't paying attention to a word you said because I was trying to focus.
Texted me. CBS.
Focus, man. Hey, obese, what up?
Hey, what's good, dog?
It's good, fam. How you been?
Yo, what you got going on, fam? You gotta let us know.
I seen I think one of the last things I seen him. Aren't you working with like Libsy and what the fuck else? I just saw like a post. Fuck. Can't remember. Hey, I got a new show up in Maine.
RBZ, what up? Yeah, that's right. That's what he said. I'm gonna look at the message. So he said he's putting together a show up there. End of January. He wants to have us up there, possibly headlining, doing a cipher.
Oh shit. Okay.
So we gotta be in touch.
Yes.
Who's doing what in Maine?
Obese the Prophet.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just down in New Bedford? This was up. New
Well,
Bedford.
Was it you and Jesse and doing some shit with Libsy? I think that's what I saw. I think I seen him. Feel like I saw that. That'd be dope. Libsy's dope. He's creative.
Yo. But when you tag him on Facebook, his name takes up 4 lines.
It goes right. It's like,
Shout out to Livesy.
yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck did you get your name to be that? He's like, well, we're not gonna get into that. But it happened.
Oh man.
Oh no.
You poke a hole in it?
It's a plastic cup, but I definitely cracked it because I got a frozen. I froze it, and then I was just trying to like crush some of the ice, the block of ice, and it's definitely now it's got a crack in it. So now I have to drink it before as it thaws.
Next time, just put some snow melt in there.
Yeah, that's great.
Some good, solid advice.
Is that human grade salt? Is that good? We good? We good for that? So what you're saying is I can just take table salt and throw it outside on the steps, and we'll be good.
Yes.
Rock salt.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You just need like a whole fucking pound bag of it.
You throw it on. You'll throw it out. Throw it outside. It'll be kosher.
Oh. Nah, bro, we have not been up to Canada.
Yo, that would be dope.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he didn't even like say much.
Yes.
Now he's not allowed back in that easily.
His phone died, probably.
Oh, maybe. Yo, if his phone died, I'm gonna laugh. How you not check that? You live 10 minutes from Canada? Man.
Yeah, that is.
So we could go throw rocks into Canada?
Not allowed to do it. I mean, technically, we were in Canada when we did the Hogansburg show when we were on the reservation.
Yeah, it wasn't basically Canada. It was technically Canada.
Yeah, because like on the reservation, you can like cross because it's in the reservation's in both. So, but we've never officially been in there and had to, go through border patrol or whatever. Customs.
Right.
Up there.
None of that shit. but eventually.
Yeah, Maine is fucking huge, bro. When was it like to get? Isn't it like? Let's see. I think it's like how long can you drive across Maine from top to bottom? Isn't it like 6 hours or some shit? Feel like it's something crazy like that.
Yeah.
I remember used to do shows out in Portland, and then when we did the 656, it was even like, what was it, like an hour past Portland? Yeah, about 6 hours end to end.
Dude,
Big-
yeah, that was
Big state right there.
I was just watching the video from that the other day. Well, a few videos because of that. Chilla Jones and shit. Those ciphers. Shit. It's been a minute since that one. I love that. That was a dope event. Yo, even though it rained, that event still ranks high for me and like the list, you know.
Oh yeah, that was
I'll put that top 5.
yeah.
Easily.
I would agree. That was a good time all around. That shit was good. Nice. All right. Let's see. Where is this? Do we share into the group? Should I share in the group?
Yeah.
Let me do that.
So, gotta highlight that shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to do the
Tag, I got you.
You doing the post, or you want me to do the post?
I guess it doesn't matter. You do it actually. Get twice the power that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see where.
We're not playing any music tonight.
No music. Nope.
We're just chilling. Kind of had this planned out. Didn't know if it would fully happen. So, but we're here. You know.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, put that on. Put that in.
Yeah. Okay.
You gotta add some. I'm gonna add the links.
Oh, I should go for my other account actually. Hopefully that's money.
What was that?
My phone
Uh,
notification.
I'm like,
Huh?
is that what money sounds like? What?
Sometimes.
What?
All right, is that the?
Where are these guys?
That's the link. Don't kick me out. That's everyone. Yo.
I'm trying to get the share.
The what? Throw it in your story too.
I already did, bro.
Word.
Yeah, bro.
I believe you and shit. Yo, who else is in here, man? What do y'all got going on tomorrow?
Yeah, what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving?
All right, what's your plans? Let's talk, man. Let's talk about you guys. I want to know my fans and shit. My friends.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah. Do you guys have anything up there? Do y'all because I know sometimes they have like kind of aligned holidays after, it's been when like some holidays take off.
Thanksgiving was in October for Canada, I believe. Yeah. Am I right on that?
I see.
I feel like I know that because of a TV guy show I saw like way back in the day.
Man. It's new with you, okay?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
How's your week been?
A little crappy. I had some health issues, but I'm good for now.
For now,
Cool.
forever.
We chilling. Just been doing our thing. You know? I said today, like I didn't do much today, to be honest. Did a bit less than usual. Just kind of rested. I think I'm gonna do more tomorrow than I did today.
Shit, I've been working on. We got the new cipher dropping on Friday, so I've been working on the video. I chopped up the video yesterday. Mixed the new EP for Cap SZA over the last 5 days, and I did some new artwork for Bowser's Basement, Massacre's video game stores. That's what I've been working on. Then I did the live stream last night, made some beats, collab with Boomtac, and finished up some TV production, sent out some cues for different shows and some pitches. So that's been in last 4 or 5 days.
Packing in that work.
Yeah. Yep.
I did some work today. Like I wrote like a short, put together like a short bio for cool DJ Red Alert. It's his birthday today.
Yeah.
Red
Alert.
It's Jean Gray's birthday today. Gibby Stites' birthday today. Shout out Gibby Stites, yo. Happy birthday, Gibby.
Gibby.
Happy birthday!
Guess what cipher from Spit Your Game drops on Friday? The one produced and featuring Gibby Stites.
No shit.
Yes, sir. on his birthday week. Let's go.
And I wanted to be there for that. But next week, great cause. Anyone in here doesn't know, if you're in the area, get out there. We got a dope show, Fall River. We're doing a toy drive. $10 entry with toy donation or $15 entry. You can also just donate if you want. We have a Facebook event. I have it right here, to be honest. And you can find out more there. You know what I'm saying? You can support through there if you want.
And the
Get to the event or to donate directly to the foundation that we're going to be doing all the donating to, basically.
yes.
Shout out Bobby Boom for that, man. It's like his 11th annual one, and he involved us in it. It's dope. I love this community shit, man. Like this is where it's at for real. So
Shout out to Boom Squad
Yo.
Radio. Shout out to the fam over there. What up, Bill? What's good?
what's good?
Cheers.
Chill it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? What about some news? Did you hear about obviously by now you've heard about the lawsuits. Let's talk some hip hop news.
I didn't read too much into that. What exactly is going on?
So I don't know. So there's two different petitions that have been filed.
I know the defamation stuff.
Mm-hmm. There's that one. That one came second. The first one was about wait, what's the second? First, so there's the one that has to do with the fraudulent, like basically payola and the frauds, like inflated streams. And then there's the defamation one. And I see a lot of people so I get both sides of this now, because here's the thing though. You could here's the thing. If you've watched other podcasts or anything talking about this already, people have commented. It's like the timing of this is what makes it a problem, because it makes it look like Drake is doing this because he lost, because of this, and people are like, oh, it's whack. It's okay. That's cool. Set that aside. Now, what he's doing, if you're an independent artist, if you're an artist at any level, and you don't understand the ramifications of what's going on, what he's doing could potentially do amazing shit for you. So all this hating on him, calling he could potentially expose a ton of corruption from the label side of shit and make it better for independent artists. So regardless how you feel about him, call him what you want. But if he shines the light on what the labels do to inflate their streams, to set up backdoor deals for the labels to get higher payouts on streaming platforms, for them to push redirect you to certain music without it's supposed to be the algorithm, and it brings you to their stuff, and it's always the label, this label, that. If he shines a light on this and exposes this and gets shit changed, it's only going to help independent artists, because they're setting up these deals that they get higher payout rates for the labels. The labels own part of the streaming platforms. They own a stake in it, so they're paying themselves every time they get their artists played, and so it only good shit can come from the lawsuit for that. So I mean, I'm on board for that. I want to see how that's going to play out. I think that's fucking dope that people are like, oh, he's suing. He's not suing Kendrick. He's suing his own parent fucking company, yo. And that shit is fucking like that. Like, yo, that shit. I want to see. I want to see what happens. Like, yo, going after Universal. Yeah, I'm with that. I want to see it. I want to see that how that shit shakes out. And then even the defamation part, he's not suing Kendrick. He's suing Universal Music Group. And it's like people are like, oh, that's a bitch move because you're in a battle. Yes, okay, but he's not suing Kendrick. He's suing his parent label. So now if you sign a fucking you're signed to this label. This label's supposed to have your best interest at your best interest is what you are their number one moneymaker. You're supposed to be taken care of by them. If they knew that this song, not only did they know about the song, they knew the content of the song, distributed the song, pushed the song, and the song could harm your endorsement deals, your ability to make money, then that's breach of contract type shit. Like you can't, like, so he has an argument there as well. Like if he was suing Kendrick, I get, yeah, that shit's corny. He's suing the fucking label. Like, hey, yo, do it.
I mean,
I'm yo,
see where the record label, the shit that's gonna potentially benefit us goes. I'm very interested in that.
Yeah, yo, if it exposes like back end deals, because so they were talking about it on it was either Math Hoffa or another podcast, and they were saying that there's already been talks of people that got laid off after the work that they did is basically they tried to fire all the people and like hush all the people that had involvement in getting the illegal ways that it happened. So I don't know if there's a paper trail of it. That shit could, yeah, and that would be amazing if they wipe out the inflated fucking label shit. And it's like an actual level playing field where they're not buying tens of millions of streams overnight for their fucking, and then it's like, yo, we talked about that, how like the labels back in the day would do the same shit, pre-order the albums, get their money back or make a fraction of the money back, you know what I'm saying? Only lose 20%, say, and then inflate their numbers, and then that gets it, and then get some charting on Billboard back in the day, and then that same type of thing is what people did on iTunes, and inflate it, spend a little bit, get a lot back, and then you're in front of a million other people that are like, oh, why is this album number 10? I've never heard of this artist, and then they click and listen, and guess what? Then it snowballs. So if we can eliminate labels doing that would be beneficial to artists like us who don't have millions and millions.
All of a sudden you get poisoned like Jamie Foxx.
I know. Watch out.
Nah, he's in jail now.
I know. they changed his bail hearing. So we'll see. I'm definitely interested in see where it goes. I don't know, TC, you say that though, like Drake is the biggest artist of the last like decade and a half. Like you can't just bury him. Like if something happens to him, something like, especially now that he sounded the bell, he blew the whistle. You can't unring that alarm. So now anything that happens is going to be put under a microscope. So I don't know. Oh yeah, the music industry's always been corrupt. Like that's the labels, the way that labels have been set up since the beginning have been to keep artists suppressed. Like This shit is UMG is like not a great they're known for doing shitty things. So like they pulled all their music from TikTok so that you couldn't use their artist music on there, because the whole reason they did it is because they're trying to make a platform similar to it, and they're trying to, and then they're doing their own publishing house, so that they're double dipping. And yeah, it's the only reason they pulled their artists lost tons of like hits and shit on, and money coming in from there, because they want to be in control of stuff like that. So they have their own platform, what they're trying to do similar to TikTok, that they launched the beta, and yeah, we'll see.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 months ago that they pulled the first wave. They pulled thousands of songs off of TikTok, that all UMG artists. Crazy J was good.
Providence, all right, in the building was good.
Providence 401. Huh? I told you. Cynical's phone died. I was right. So what else? You guys check out the Kendrick album? What y'all think about the new Kendrick album? I got like 5 songs in. I didn't pick it up after that. There were a few that I liked. There were a couple I probably liked out of the first. I think I listened to like the first 5, and there were like 2 that I probably like play again. 2 were cool. 1 wasn't really feeling. I gotta check out the rest of them, but it's the most Kendrick I've listened to ever. I've never been I don't know. I've never listened to a full Kendrick album. I don't think I've listened to any Kendrick albums. Just hear the single shit.
Yeah.
That's what I said. So back in the day, there's been a few times on Cyphers that I get compared. People have compared my tone to him. And now, after listening to a few of the songs off the new album, I feel like anybody who ever compared my voice to him was trying to diss me.
Wait, who is that?
Kendrick. When I'm like, yo, so if you ever compare my voice to Kendrick, I'm taking that as a direct diss, and I'm taking offense to it, because
So you've heard like all his music and you haven't heard your voice?
no, but like I just don't like, bro, his voice annoys me. So if you're telling me, if you be like, yo, that your tone sounds like Kendrick, oh, so I sound annoying, shut the fuck up. Don't. That's how I'm taking it from now on. For real. Hey, what's good, bro? What's cracking out in Vegas? Let's see.
What up, man? Did it burst? I gotta get a little shitted first. But I don't drink.
Or rap. Bitch. I ain't rapping.
I ain't rapping. I'm napping. Yo. Bars. Bar hopping.
Yeah.
When I'm talking about getting drunk.
The whiskey song.
The whiskey song.
Remember that shit?
Oh yeah. The Doors.
Na, 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 na.
Yeah, so Cynical fell out.
Yeah, he's I told you his phone died. I called that shit, and then he had to go to CVS, and then Johnny told you that was gonna happen too. He's on food duty now. He's helping get ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Oh, I see the messages now.
Yeah.
Shit.
I called all that shit.
Yeah. Hey, that shit happens.
What else is good? What else can we?
What else is popping? Today's fucking Woo Block Wednesday.
Woo Block?
Woo Block Wednesday. That shit dropped 12 years ago today. Ghostface and Ashik.
I remember.
I remember, don't worry.
I didn't know it that when it dropped. I don't remember that, but
Yeah, well, I mean,
I remember it. Man,
I was looking around at what went down today. It was Jean Grey's birthday, Red Alert, fucking Gibby. That shit happened today. What else happened today? Today we did this live stream real quick. No.
I think that's about it.
That's about it. Waiting on us to come back to Vegas. Man. I keep posting pictures to
Put it in the universe.
to kind of manifest it. I got a few more pictures, but that's it. I'll have to go look through my old I got a flash drive with like footage and shit probably. I don't even know, to be honest. Maybe. But how can you help Gambino get more exposure? Man, there's so many ways. I mean, like, social media wise, I could probably help you a little. Depending what you're looking like. What specifically is he struggling in? Or not struggling necessarily, but like what does he want to do better? And because he's got fucking talent, so that shouldn't be too difficult. It's a lot about consistency, the type of content you're putting out there. Nobody really knows that he exists. We got to get him on social media then and start building, even if it's from scratch. Just start I don't know, reels. I would say Yeah, like reels, pics, stories, like shit like that. You gotta stay consistent on. I'm trying to get better on stories for my own shit, but um I could tell you so much. You really got to start from the beginning. You got to build the audience that's going to interact with this content to even like get the momentum going. Like you have to. uh, 1 second. Honestly, yeah, you just gotta start like from scratch, man. He doesn't have a TikTok. He's got bars for days. Dropping songs frequently is good, but not necessarily. Like you can like
There's no
like every
so,
2 weeks, but I feel like putting time into it is good too.
yeah. So there's all right. There's like if you don't already have a following, dropping a song every week or every 2 weeks is absolutely foolish, and it's not like. So Russ got everybody on this. Everybody thought not everybody's Russ. It can't happen. If you don't already have a big following or following that is going to get you a lot of listens on that is pointless to do. There's some other YouTube channels that I follow that will tell you that they like songs don't have a time limit. So you need to like with social media and the attention span of people, you put a song out and people promote it for like a day, a week. Oh, next cycle is gone, you know? And that's what kills an artist, because you're going on to the next one before you put anything into that. Did you put any money into promoting this? Did you spend 3 months promoting this record? No. A lot of people don't even spend a week promoting a record. Where some of the biggest records that have been on the radio and take off or get picked up for movies are 3 years old, a year old, 2 years old. You stop promoting a song after a week? No, you need to. So doing a song, it's not quantity, it's definitely quality, and getting it in front of the right ears and eyes, or more ears and eyes. So if you don't have one instance that like that can work is, all right, say you don't have a ton of money to spend on promotion, then doing more songs could potentially get you heard by more if you find the right avenue into the algorithm. But if you don't have your own setup to record and all that, then you're spending money on each one of these songs and you're not spending you know what I'm saying? You're putting the money into creation of it and not into the back end of it. So that's, you would be better off just doing rapping in front of, literally taking your fucking cell phone and rap a verse. If you want to do new shit, just rap a verse in front of spit a new verse every couple days. Do that. Spit an old verse, spit any verse. Just stay consistent in dropping content, but it doesn't have to be a new song. Keep pushing, chop out pieces of the same song over and over and over. Watch like the Gary V. Was watching some new shit from him, and he's like twice a day, every day, post meaningful content to your followers. So that's like a bare minimum start from one of the gods and gurus of hacking the social media algorithm over the last decade and a half. Twice a day, every day, interact with your fucking your followers.
Yeah. that's something that I've been seeing help me a lot. Like, definitely.
Fuck you, cynical.
Let me in. Let me in.
I definitely see the different. Like, you have to post consistently because see the thing is with social media, the more you get seen, the more you're seen. So if you're posting, like, if so, say you're only posting twice a day, I feel like you need to post more. Because if you're only posting twice a day, that leaves like people only scroll back so many hours. And if your shit isn't popping right away or in the algorithm and the top stories, then you're not gonna get that shit's not gonna get seen. It's just gonna get buried. So you want to make sure your content is like regularly in eyes too. So posting, I feel like 3 to 5 times a day, like minimum, and a variety of content too. You know, like do reels, do pictures from like on stage at the show. Talk about like shows coming up, stuff like take screenshots from music videos if he's got any. I don't know.
I got ideas. Whenever I can chime
There's
in.
so many different, there's so many different ways, but posting frequency is definitely like that's something you gotta stay on top of. Kind of, you don't want to overpost and like get annoying. But
can I build off of what both of y'all said? Because I heard a lot of what Lingo said when I was just watching the stream a second ago, and then obviously I just heard you, so I can build off of those two things. So Lingo said something. He said a couple things that really caught my attention. The first thing he said is, "You're not Russ. Not everybody is Russ." Like, so the thing that most people probably don't know about Russ is he actually went out and got a business loan, and like that's how he got popping. And I think he did an interview about this like a couple of years ago, and he broke it down. He's like, listen, all record labels are big banks who have a connection to plug you into where you need to go. So they're the rate, they can get you the radio, they can put you in the magazines, put you on the billboards, get you on the tour. But at the end of the day, they're just a big bank. If you have similar connections or if you have the money to do it, you can do it. So don't get it twisted. He didn't just make 90 songs and put one out every single week. And then people were like, oh my God, this guy's great. Russ was making music for like 10 years and nobody ever heard of him until he got his hands on some cash. Once he got that money, he was good. But the other thing you got to realize is that when you get money, you need to know how to invest it. I personally know of people who've come into the game with 6 figures, thought they knew what they were doing with that money and pissed all of it away and had nothing to show for it. They thought, oh, I'll play the feature game. I'll get mad features. I'll get put in Source Mag and Hip Hop DX, and like that's it. I'm done. There's nothing else for me to do, and it does is that's not gonna work. That's like a part of the formula that can help you, but that ain't it.
I've seen that, and you know that I've dealt with high celebrity athletes that get in and they have all this money to throw around. They throw the money around, and it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, like if they don't do business the right way, they can throw as much money as they want around. And yeah, it's cool for a minute, but it like if they don't invest it the right way, it does not pan out. And I've been on that shit as well. And
facts.
You've done crazy shit. But like,
right.
where did it like end up? Like it didn't make a #1 hit. It didn't get it
right.
like
Right. And we've seen it where it's like, oh, you were a flash in the pan. Like you got some recognition for like, you didn't even get 15 minutes of fame. You got like a minute of fame and then the money ran out and you had no other options. And now you don't have that same type of that power to reach an audience because you don't have the cash flow anymore. So, which brings me to my next point. Even though the creative process is fun, this is a business. Like, this is an industry. They call it like an industry. You hear the name all the time, the industry. Like that's what it is. This is an industry. It is a business. There is a model that needs to be followed. But the biggest example that I always give to people when they're like, "Oh, what's the blueprint?" And I'm like, "Well, there isn't exactly a blueprint. It's not like playing ball. It's not like if you're a good athlete in high school, you like people look and then colleges recruit you and then you get a shot at the NBA. Like there's not a path like that in music. It's not that simple, and not everybody has been able to break through the same exact way. So there's different models you can follow. The other thing is that with social media, what AOK was saying is that it's it's a double-edged sword. If you don't post enough, you don't get seen. If you post too much, then the algorithm will actually work against you, because what it's going to see is that people aren't interacting with it, so they're going to show it to less and less and less and less and less of people. So you have to be careful with how you approach social media, because the algorithm is not there to help you. It's there to screw you. It's not your friend. It's never going to be your friend. And so a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll pay for promotion through like Facebook or Instagram to hit a certain target audience. Sometimes what will happen is that like Facebook and Instagram will notice, oh, you're just going to pay us to put you in front of the audience you want, and when you stop that promotion, it's going to drop off a cliff. You have to keep that in mind.
So they also, I don't know if you guys are hip to this yet, but they also, the whole social media model has changed from Facebook, Instagram, and have switched over to a TikTok type of algorithm now, where it's not about the followers. So it's going to be less about seeing who you follow and more about seeing the interests that you follow. And it's interest driven. So it's not about, it doesn't matter if the person has liked your page or followed your page. If you make the content that they're looking for, then that's how you're going to be seen. And that's the TikTok algorithm. And there's been like a lot of the channels I follow have been talking about how Facebook and Instagram and the other platforms are integrating that and going to that model so that people find what they are getting stuff recommended to them, what they're looking for, as opposed to just seeing, all right, I follow this page, so I'm going to see that. So you're getting much more random shit thrown into your feeds now from other places.
Doug, yo, so that's crazy. I was just thinking about that. Right when you open your Facebook feed, right, it's top stories, and you're scrolling down. I've noticed this lately. Like
shit
10,
that it's
10
like,
to
where did this come
15,
from?
10 to 15 things will be ads or pages you don't follow that they're recommending. It's not even the people that you're looking for. It's not your friends. You have to literally go to feed to see like new posts.
Yep.
Right.
And then it's like impossible to get through that, because there's people on your friends list that share an obnoxious amount of shit at once. They'll share like 30 posts at once. So that's the only shit you'll see when you go into like the new feed. Like it's tough to find the people that you want to interact with on here now, and especially with the ads, they put them on your personal page too.
Yep.
Yeah. It's in between your posts and shit.
So I do have a recommendation for people. As far as trying to build a social media following, I can tell you that years ago, I personally did this and it actually worked. I'm not telling you you're gonna fucking get 1,000 people a day. Don't be unrealistic. The goal, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to agree with this, but a lot of people have said over the years, if you have 1,000 hardcore fans, then you can make money doing this. You can create a following. You can you can basically build yourself a good fan base. So long or the short, I want to say it was Gary Vee. It was specifically for Instagram, but now that Instagram and Facebook and YouTube are all like social platforms where you can interact with people on your pages. Like before Facebook, like you couldn't do anything besides post and respond to people. You couldn't even like message people unless they hit you up. But like the landscape has changed so much. But he called it the 10-cent method. And I listened to that, and then I kind of tweaked it and built off of it. But long and the short, if you're trying to connect with fans or people that you think might be interested in your music, particularly on Instagram, what I would recommend is searching particular hashtags, finding those posts, interacting with those people, commenting on those posts. Like, don't make it all about look at me, look at me, look at me. You want to actually find a community of people that you can build with. So, I'm just going to throw you a random example, right? This isn't, but let's just say it's like a double XL or something, and they post about like J. Cole, and you have an opinion on that. You can post your opinion, but also go through and read the other comments, reply back to people, like reach out to them. Building that community is huge. If people see that you're paying attention to them, they're gonna pay attention to you. And I'm telling you, that shit worked for me like beautifully over the years. Like when I didn't want to put any money into social media promotion and I just wanted to build naturally, that's literally how I did it on Instagram. That was one of the things that I did. And you go from having maybe 400 or 500 people following you, and then within a year or two you have, I don't know, 2, 3, 4,000 people following you. It's a big difference. And instead of them and it's not just, and you can't just stop there. Like, yo, you have to take an interest in people. People are going to take an interest in you. You're nobody. Like, you're nobody still, so you have to take an interest in them as well. It has to be that 50-50 balance.
Yes. Yep. The interaction's always been key. And when we did like talking when from channels that I had followed on YouTube, be like respond to every comment. And when we were able to do that, we did that. They still try to, but it's like it got to the point where it's not possible to take you fall behind, because it would be like a full-time job just to do that. But
right,
staying in touch and being accessible.
Yeah, like think about it. If the shoe was on the other foot, if you were a fan of something and and somebody replied to your comment or like shot you a message or whatever, it could make your day. You could be like, oh, that's dope. Like, yo, I've been following this dude for a grip. He actually reached out to me. Like, think about it that way, because that's likely the fans' mentality when you reach out to them. I mean, it just happened to be this morning. Somebody hit me up this morning because I replied to one of their comments, and and then boom, I get a paragraph this long. Oh, yo, what up? Da-da-da-da-da. And we chopped it up for like 5 or 10 minutes. And the thing at the end that they actually told me, they were like, yo, you're mad cool. You're not like these other artists that I follow who just like don't give a shit about me. Thanks for hitting me up, bro. Have a great day.
If only they knew you in real life, though.
Yeah.
That person's gonna remember that too.
They will.
Yeah.
That's the landscape. That's how it's shifting. It's not. I think you're gonna see like the superstar. I think you're gonna see like the superstar dwindle. I don't think we're gonna see any major people coming out where it's like you're an icon anymore. I think it's gonna be a landscape of smaller communities. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I just think we're gonna see less of it, and I think you're gonna see more community building, more like grassroots followings. That's my guess.
That's maybe as far as, I mean, our style, hip hop, yes, definitely. But
right.
Regular pop music, no, because like, see, like if we're talking about the music industry, then we got to talk about like as a whole.
All
and, like
of it.
that's because like pop, they're making bedroom pop stars every fucking week, bro. They're dropping new ones and they're like huge.
Oh,
like, they're still doing sold out world tours. And that's
yeah. Because now you're talking about music that's you're talking about the universal music that grandma can listen to, and like you get what we're a niche. So
I tell you though, it's important that you build. I'm not saying necessarily that Facebook ads are terrible. If you know how to use them, that's one thing. But building organically is better, because you only reach a certain amount of your followers, right? And that percentage, if you're adding people that don't interact with or engage with your content,
brings it down.
That percentage of people gets diluted. So you really you don't want to reach half the people that will interact and half the people that won't. So,
I would say this. I would say since you're going to have to spend money on something if you're going to create, right? Like at some point you're going to have to spend money. You're either going to, and I think Lingo was talking about it, you're either going to have to spend money at a recording studio, you're going to have to pay a producer or an engineer or something. I think the biggest step that people could take is trying to figure out how you can eliminate costs permanently. What can you afford consistently and what can you not afford consistently? If you can't afford to go to the studio and spend $100 an hour or whatever the case may be, then what you need to do is you need to figure out how you can record from home and either learn how to be an engineer or find somebody like Lingo who is way more than reasonably priced compared to all these other cats out there, because he's going to do it at like a 50% discount or higher versus anybody else you're going to reach out to. And he's going to make it sound fucking great. So what you need to do is figure out how you can eliminate permanent costs. So that could be a cost that you could eliminate. Maybe one of your buddies has an interest in filming. And if you want a high quality music video, maybe he's your guy. Instead of spending $500, $600, $700, $800 or more every time you release a video, or fuck it, figure out how to record with your camera phone, and then you figure out how to edit the video. You're gonna have to do something in order to reduce cost, because at some point you're going to have to promote your song and market it or your video, and you're going to have to spend money in order to do that. It's just it's the nature of the beast. It is what it is. Kind of like when your favorite artist comes out with something, you know, you're either going to hear about it on the radio, you're going to see a billboard, you're going to see advertisements on social media. They put a shit ton of money behind that in order for them to get to a certain spot on the chart to start making money. So the big thing that I think I would focus on is what permanent costs can you eliminate and what can you afford going forward on a regular basis.
Absolutely. And so if you're not gonna like promote it, like why the hell did you bother doing it in the first place? Because no one's ever gonna hear or buy your album. You could have the best album in the world, but if you're not promoting it the right way, no one's gonna hear or buy it. So
that part. And I bet you I don't think I heard this part, but if I know Lingo, and I do, he probably did at some point touch on the fact that there's a lot of money that goes behind promotion. Like you can't spend more money making the product and spend less money promoting the product. That's backwards.
Yeah.
Like if it's gonna cost you $1,000 to make a song and then make a video, you better be ready to spend that same money, if not more, on actually promoting the project.
You should be doing like 3 to 10x. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were taking like an actual business model, then you would need to pump in that into it, because like you have to. Like that's like when you put something out, you are supposed to be looking for exponential growth. You're not supposed to be like this ain't reach one more person. Like this ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't spend hours and days and a month working on a song to gain one listener. Like that's not the model. Yeah.
It's very slow growth. And that's always what you're looking for. You're always looking to grow. You know, I mean, it's pointless to spend $800, $900, $1,000 on a record to put it out and the same 5 people are looking at it. It's just it ain't gonna work. Period.
And with the tools that we have now, like there's really no excuse not to. Like this is why you see people on TikTok like taking the same song, clipping it like 300 times and reposting it.
Right.
They're promoting that one song. And like
Johnny just gave y'all a hidden gem.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think once you put the song out or the video out, that's it, and you can't do anything else with it because now it's done. The product is out there. He just gave you the hidden gem. Yo, you can take clips of that thing and cut it a gajillion different times and do 100 different things with it. Like you can speed it up, you can slow it down, you can, like, yo, there's so many different things that you can do with that,
just reposting again and again and again different parts of it. Perfect. Like 2 days ago, dropped. I re-uploaded the song on Facebook. It was like 10 months that I dropped the shit. People acting like it's a brand new song
because they never heard it.
Yeah,
they don't know.
Yep. And that's why I always say the songs do not have a fucking life. There's no time limit on a song. It doesn't matter that shit's from 10 months ago. Either they didn't hear it or they don't remember it. And people are like, oh shit, this is dope, new shit. And then they sharing it like it's brand fucking new.
Like, I'll give an example. So me and Trip released the Barrio Brothers project like 2-3 years ago. I recorded myself rapping one of those verses in this room. And like 2-3 weeks ago, and it got like 1,200 views on TikTok, when literally no one's probably played that song since it came out. You know what I mean? Now I just drew 1,200 more eyes to it.
The other thing that I think a lot of people sleep on, and I've been super guilty of this over the years, because I personally don't care about this type of shit. But people love to see the behind the scenes process of how you make music, whether it's you in the studio, you writing the B-roll from your music video shoot or your photo shoot, just talking about it in general. This is the thought process that went into it. Oh, this was a funny story from the day we were on set. There's been a lot of times where I put that out and it's initially done better than the actual finished product itself. Not meaning like, like I put out a video and let's say, it does X amount of views in a day. I put out like the background, hey, when I was making it, when I initially launched that thing, that actually did better than the actual product itself. Because people are extreme, kind of like, I'm going to date myself here, but VH1 Behind the Music, anybody used to watch that? Yeah. Like, that was my favorite shit in the world. But like, that's something that I slept on for a real long time until people started telling me or asking me, what were you thinking about? Like, when you wrote this, what was it like working with so-and-so? What, where did you record that song? How did you write it this way? And I'm like, oh, this is what you're looking for. Okay, got you. Now, me personally, I'm not a fan of doing shit like that because I've always been focused on putting out the final product, but people love to hear that background information.
Yeah.
And it's another thing that you can post. It's another way for you to connect, which, like, even though you're an artist, people love the initial thing might be the music that catches their ear, but it could also be you like talking like a regular human being, like we're doing now, that could make them a longevity fan forever because they're like, oh, this dude's actually cool as shit and I like his music.
Mm-hmm.
So there's multiple avenues. Not every post you put out has to be listen to me, share this. You can literally hop on for like 20 seconds and talk about your day real quick and be like, is anyone else going through the same shit as me right now? You'd be surprised. A lot of people are going to be like, yep.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, that's just going to build your your algorithm as well, because people are now liking and commenting on your shit. So eventually that will come back around.
Right. And the algorithm, once the algorithm notices that, Johnny's right, the algorithm will start showing those same people that same shit. They'll be like, oh, okay, you like the last couple things they put out, I'm going to show it to you again. And then the algorithm will start to branch itself out. But you got to keep in mind, with that algorithm, I don't know, Lingo, what is the number? Like something between 7 and 10% of people who see it actually interact with it?
So
I think that's the number.
Yeah. So like the fucking law of tens, like that shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's like complete trickle down. So if you have 100,000 followers,
right,
you're only showing the max 10%, even less now, and then 10% of that 10% that sees it are the ones who actually interact. So
that's
it's like
what it is.
So yeah, you're looking. That's why you want to be reaching. Your reach has to be in the millions for you to like get, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're only reaching 100 people, you're only going to get like one person actually like interacting with that shit, because 99% of them are doing something else that's taking their attention away because of the way that social media is. It's like scrolling, like, the endless, like mindless scroll. People ain't like necessarily looking to interact. They're just like, whatever. They're laying in bed. They don't give a shit. They're just getting a little bit of entertainment. So you need to be hitting way bigger numbers if you want to be getting that the type of interaction that 10% of 10% is
that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's a very low number.
And one thing I would say too is that like Facebook and Instagram, they give you a lot of tools to like keep track of your stats, like to show you like what time, like is your video most like, or YouTube has it too, like what time like people are viewing your stuff, what time are they like, how long have they been there? So like take a look at those demographics and try to meet the same ones.
Right.
If some like if the statistics are showing like 90% are like looking at me at like 8 o'clock at night compared to like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe I should post more at 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, smart. Yeah, easy, and that's something everybody can access.
Yeah.
You know, man, I could talk about shit like this for hours. I can't see what anybody's saying in the chat, but I know ALK can. Has anyone asked us anything or commented on anything?
I think people are just kind of agreeing for the most
Oh,
part.
really?
I
I
see a
hate
lot
those
of facts.
factors.
I
Stop
see-
agreeing.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, I was actually looking at our stats to try to confirm, basically.
Yeah, because I mean, if anybody has any questions, like direct questions or advice that they're looking for about anything, I mean, I guarantee one out of four of us can answer it.
Facts.
Like there's probably a scenario in which you can't pitch to us that we haven't come across yet.
That's what we need to be doing on here.
What, telling people this is how you crack the codes?
Helping artists crack the codes and shit.
Yeah, what I can tell you is this, is that like everybody is about to agree with this one, but there is gatekeepers everywhere, and nobody is willing to give this knowledge up without a dollar sign behind it. They want some kind of incentive. Like you'll notice it on, say, like YouTube. Be like, oh, you know, like hit that thumbs up and subscribe, like, and follow me for more blah 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 blah, and or people will have classes that you need to pay for, or they'll hit you up at a DM and be like, oh yeah bro, I can do X, Y, and Z for you, just here's my cash app, what do you want to know? Like, yo, people will try to hustle you for the information that honestly it's out there. People like us will give it to you. If you search long enough on your own, you will find it, or you can just here's the shortcut. We can give you what you're looking for. Again, there's probably not a scenario we haven't come across.
And one thing I would say too is like be careful with shit like that too, because just because they're charging you for it doesn't mean it's necessarily the right information either.
Right.
So,
which brings me, oh, you know what's a good one is that
While you guys talk, I'm gonna go do the same thing.
Awesome. You know what's a good one, Johnny? This one gets me every time. So what I would absolutely not recommend to anybody is, if anybody hits you up and it almost seems like it's too good to be true, it's because it is. If somebody hits you up and says something like, it could be, I can get you X amount of followers, I can guarantee you X amount of streams, I can guarantee you X amount of views. I'm going to tell you right now, anytime somebody says the word guarantee, it's 1000% a scam, because there's no way you can guarantee any of those things at all. And as far as like streaming would be concerned, there's a real surefire way, if you've paid for something, to know whether or not you got screwed. If you go into your demographic on your Spotify for Artists page and you notice that everything has just completely shifted, whether it's the age group, male, female, where they're located, and then all of the streams were on just one song only, I can tell you right now, you absolutely 1000% just got hustled. It looked like a lot of people paid attention to what you did when you posted it on your social media to be like, oh, check me out, I got 20,000 on this one joint. It's not realistic, because ultimately those streaming numbers, those views, and the interactions that you get on social media are all going to be kind of relevant. Like, you're not going to post something, 3 people interacted, and then but on Spotify it's got 50,000 streams. The numbers don't correspond.
yes, which is why you like at the end of the year when people release their Spotify rap.
Oh my god.
I'm not even going to get into that. But
That's
Oh my god.
we all know.
Are there
Oh
different
my
platforms
God.
though?
Unfortunately, I've personally known people who have posted their numbers. and they have ridiculously inflated looking numbers, and I know them, I know their fan base, I know their social media, I understand their statistics, and I'm like, well, you did one of two things. You paid for a lot of fake shit, knowingly or unknowingly, or you somehow figured out how to bot your own shit and just inflated the fuck out of your numbers. So good luck. Spotify's not going to pay you out that same amount of that money. That dividend is going to be a lot different because it's going to be scaled differently. And you just
Yep.
put yourself on the radar to get your
Wouldn't
shit
they just
completely
take that
shut down.
song down if they caught you?
They can. Spotify put out an announcement like a few months ago. I forget exactly what the verbiage was, but they were basically saying like, we may allow it, we may not allow it, but if we don't allow it, you know, your shit's getting taken down and you're not going to be able to put your music on here anymore.
Yeah, like it's very easy to spot like those people, and it's just like, bro, just put the fries in the bag and
In the mixtape in the bag with it.
put the fries in the bag, bro.
Yeah.
Not making millions of views if you're still working at McDonald's.
Yeah, like, and like I said, there's a direct correlation between their socials and either their streaming numbers or their video views. Like, you're not gonna see somebody with hundreds of thousands or millions of views on like a Spotify or a YouTube, and then you go to their social media page and they have 1,200 followers. Like, the math doesn't math. It doesn't work.
No, see, I don't know. I came in at
Well,
the end.
there's
Here's-
recommendations on Spotify that have nothing to do with Facebook and shit.
But here's-
No, I'm not saying Facebook in general. I'm just saying social. Like, you are going to see that, like, you're going to see some kind of like legitimate following on these people's social media pages. Like, I'm not saying like
I guess
you can spot the fake from the real.
Okay, so
90% of the time.
The only thing what I would say is somewhere, because here's the thing, like
Right.
there's no crossover is no longer a thing. So it's no longer like 10 years ago, if you were big on Facebook, then you were big on YouTube. You had to know
Facts.
it does
Facts.
not happen anymore. You could be popping on TikTok and have
Yep.
zero following on another platform. You could be popping
Yeah.
and have,
Oh
like,
yeah.
but
yeah,
one
that
of
I
them,
agree with.
one of them, they will. So if you are, if
Yes.
they have a big following on Spotify, then they should have one somewhere else. And if they don't, then that is kind
That's
of
a red.
that's a red flag.
There's a red flag. Yes. Yeah.
But
100%.
the crossover isn't a thing anymore because
Oh,
like
nah.
back in the day, like there's motherfuckers who have like huge YouTube pages that don't do shit on. They don't use Instagram, or if they do,
Right.
they have like 1,000 followers, but they'll have
Right.
a million, and they'll have, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
real shit. It's like
That's their platform that they're super popular on, but everywhere else nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Yep, I've seen that. I've seen that with big accounts before too. Like really big accounts, like something that's really big on Twitter, nobody cares on Facebook.
Yep.
You know, that's just their niche. So that is true.
I get like nothing over IG is like dead compared to for us compared to like other, obviously YouTube.
That's kind of what I was gonna say, basically.
Yeah, everybody has their
Different
own
platforms.
platform that they perform exceedingly better than the other platforms. And there's reasons for it, whether it's time, effort, the content is the right fit, how they go about it, how much time they spend on it. Lingo Flex and the Bronx.
Lingo.
I'm about to go in my closet and grab
look at that.
It's funny. No shit.
Is it again? I can't see the chat. Is anyone saying anything, or is it just a whole lot of
It's
Bro.
Joe.
Joe's up in there, Evil's up in there.
Oh,
What up, Joe?
nigga.
Yeah. What up, Simon? What's good? Reckless was good.
That shit was not planned.
Yeah. I wore a Biggie shirt last night, so then I threw this one on tonight. And then
We all got that
I didn't
shit.
realize you had the Dream Big on too. You got
Yes.
you doubled up the Biggie, bro.
Dream huge.
Coach Jacobs, what up?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Joe.
Joe. We got some people active in the chat right now.
They saying anything cool?
No, not
Just-
really.
Just dissing you, pretty much.
What's y'all plans for Thanksgiving, guys?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do that thing where I get fresh air.
Yeah,
Fresh air.
he's just gonna get it through a cigarette.
Yeah. Let me take in this.
He's gonna attempt his best.
He's just going outside to pollute the fucking environment with his cigarette.
We're gonna remove you, cynical. Bye. I hope he's not talking because we can't hear him.
So did you guys get a chance to talk about what's popular right now with the lawsuit going on?
Yeah, I brought it up earlier.
Yeah.
And it's talking about the potential ramifications and shit that can, be beneficial for us.
Yes, absolutely.
And
I'm
then,
trying to think about what else you guys wanted to. Okay, you wanted to talk about before. I don't know if this was last week. What the benefit of doing like covers or remixes compared to like original music?
Yeah, I think that's something we could talk about for sure. I think it's I think it's good. A good thing to do to like get some attention on you. When it comes to building the target audience based on the artist that you're influenced by. Like it's just like, to me, I've seen dudes like Mercules really grow off that shit. And I remember recently, I had talked about it recently, and then I seen him do a fucking Outcast one for Miss Jackson. And I was like, yo, that shit solidified it even more for me. I was like, yeah, I want to start doing that shit again. To be honest, like here and there, drop a remix to an old beat or something even. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, like there's its pluses and minuses. Like I mentioned before, like you can't monetize anything like unless you do like an original like take on it. But
if you remake the beat, actually you get sued for less if you remake the beat.
No. There's also, you can release covers. I paid for, remember when we did the Maroon 5? I paid for the license, and we were able to, when the original version of that song, when we first put it out, I remixed the fucking Maroon 5 beat before I made a whole new beat. Remember that? Hey, okay.
Yeah.
And then I paid for the license, and you can do it through TuneCore has that built in now, and it goes through like Fox Agency or some shit like that. But you can pay for the licensing fee for covers. You can get permission to do it for specific songs. Like they have a huge library, and if you're doing there's like two ways. Like if you just use the actual beat, then you're gonna have to pay a higher licensing fee than if you remake or do and you're just using the underlying composition. Like if you're not using the master, if you're only doing the using the notes, so to say, if you're like replaying it, then you pay less than if you're actually just rapping or singing over the exact instrumental, because then you have to pay a master sync fee as well as
right. So and that's what I was talking about. So you'd have that, or you just can't monetize at all if you don't want to pay for those things. And then there's something I came across with doing covers is like I'll regret it afterwards, like, oh man, I should have left that verse for an original. But then at the same time, like it's just like, oh, but because I did it as a cover, it got more attention. I don't know. It's like it's a toss up for me.
Why wouldn't you just change it to make an original out of it after? We did that. We did. All right,
an original and call that the remix.
So we did the what was the fucking name? We put it out on New Year's. We did the Maroon 5 song.
Then I remember this.
We took that song. I stripped the beat, got rid of the Maroon 5 beat. I made a whole new beat, and then we added Ali on the hook singing. and then that was on the Threat album as a original song after that, and then we re-released it, put the same video, but then did a new version, with the new beat. So there's no reason you can't do that, because remember, there's no fucking finite timeline on this shit. Don't matter that you spit that on there.
I don't know.
Repackage it, make it its song. Details, spit a verse on spit that verse at the barbecue. And then he was like, Deadphone was like, yo, you got to make a fucking song out of this shit. He took his barbecue verse, that became Hey Pops.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah. He made a fucking bang. And imagine if he was like, nah, I spit that shit. And then he hit me up. He was like, yo, do you mind? I'm like, hell no, bro. I'm like, you gotta make a fucking song out of it. Like, you got to. Imagine if he didn't make that song. Like, yo, that song is fucking amazing. Imagine if he was just like, nah, I spit that verse before. All right, that's already out. I can't make a song out of that. Or, nah.
Right.
I guess I got to change my way of thinking, though, because literally what you just said is my way of thinking. It's just like, oh, I already released this before.
Yeah.
So I don't want to.
I'm the same way, bro.
Kind of corny, recycling. That's the way I think. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe it's my way of thinking.
I'm the same way, but I know my thinking is a little bit backwards.
It's like, yo, if there's how many billion people in the world and 1,000 of them heard it, and you're like, oh, I can't do that. Like, why? Like, think about it. Think about the tiniest fraction of people that have heard it. Is like, why? Why can't you?
Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Phone problems.
That's what happens when you got an iPhone, guy. That's why it died earlier. It died on you.
Nailed it.
This motherfucker's got it on a string. He's lying.
He's got no stand. You got. You had that flip.
He said
lotion all over the desk. Evil said. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Notice how he did not deny at all.
There's I can't deny the truth. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. He's like, no.
Shit, dog.
Hey, Jay, what's good? I don't know when we're gonna be back to upstate, man. We definitely got to get back upstate for another upstate underground.
I know. Shout out to Fam City.
Hey,
what up?
When it comes to doing covers, what kind of ramifications does it have on copyright infringement, on the YouTube? Do you get strikes on that, or
no?
If you have a lease, you just send them the lease.
Well, see, here's the thing. There's certain artists and labels that allow it, and there's ones that don't. And if you get one, if you have a lease, then obviously you're good. Then they're one of the people that allow it. When we did the Mac Miller shit, they weren't allowing. I think he was on UMG at the time. I think it was UMG, and it got blocked on everything. I uploaded that song so many times, and not only did they have the audio, they had the video, and I had taken the video and we just put text over it and using a loop of his. They caught that. They were not allowing any of their artists to be fucking to have covers done at that time. So it was it was rough. That's why when we released the one Mac Miller remix, it had to drop the fucking I had to chop and screw his fucking hook part, and it sounded like shit on the release. SoundCloud was the only place that I could put it that didn't get blocked.
Yeah.
Because I've seen certain situations where it gets blocked in a few countries, or or it just says oh, you're not getting a remark, but
man, yo, so
you'll get that. You're not getting a strike.
Yeah,
we got the Alicia Keys one. We got away with most of it, but then in the end, they just blocked out some crazy singing that she did basically at the end of the song. All the verse, everything got through.
And then just that part got muted.
the very fucking end, yo. Like a great strong singing part. It was like powerful and shit.
And
They
Like,
cut the power on you real quick.
yeah,
National Grid, they shut you off.
they cut the power for sure.
it really just depends on like who the label is that and whether they allow it or not. Because I mean, we did Billie Eilish, we did fucking who's the other,
Jesse Reyes.
yeah, we've done like huge ones, and
We did Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Mercules.
So, but does that affect like your algorithm, I should say, at all? Like if you get the ones that say like, oh, you're not getting mark, but you just can't monetize it. Like, is that affecting your algorithm at all?
No. As long as it's not a strike, then there's nothing. It doesn't do anything to your channel. It doesn't hurt you at all.
Okay.
The strikes are the ones that, yeah, if you get a strike, you gotta fix that immediately. Because
I've never had it. I'm just kind of asking questions that I think people would want to know. So
Yeah. That's perfect.
yeah. So as long as it's not a strike, hey.
Cynical looks like he's getting ready to get the lotion out again. What are you doing, bro?
He's already got it.
I'm playing Call of Duty.
Playing Call of Duty.
You know how we get down?
No, don't.
Bad boy for life.
Nah, you ain't going nowhere, that's right, son.
Call of Doodle-Doody.
Shit. Call of Duty.
Oh man.
Hey, Jesse's up in here finally. Or has he been in here and I just haven't seen him?
No, you are late as fuck, bro. I even told you last night, Jesse. I told you we would be here tonight.
Yeah, we
You
started
are
this late.
Late, bro. I don't know, Jesse.
If you get 3 strikes, so they call you a turkey. Is that a bowling thing?
It is. It is.
Are you rapping over here? Is that ours?
Sombrero or whatever? Is that a thing? I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't gone.
You combined 2 different questions into one, bro. The way you phrased it, my guy.
Trying to think of like another
Have a
question.
good holiday, man.
Oh, here we
Peace
go.
out.
Let's talk about this.
Wow.
Now, with the new Kendrick album,
Wow.
with what he said and with what how Wayne responded, where do you stand? Do you think that something's gonna pop off between Wayne and Kendrick? And if it did, do you think I see people saying Kendrick's gonna wash Wayne? Like,
So here's my thing. I don't know
Wayne needs to shut.
anything about it yet.
Same.
Okay, so Kendrick said on his new album, he's like he was like, I used to bump the Carter, had this chain, and then Nas was the only one who congratulated him about getting the Super Bowl shit. And he said, I guess my hard work made let Wayne down. It's like a reference to the J. Cole let Nas down shit. Little sneak diss to Cole on like, yeah, this must be cool, right? And then Cole goes and releases like, yo, nobody mentioned that shit. Like, yo, you get that, right? Because the let Nas down, and then like 2 bars after that, he's talking about how Nas the only one. Yeah. So Wayne responded, he's like, yo, why is it people coming at me? Like, I'm just over here I'm being quiet to myself. And he said, he's like, what'd he say? He's like, let sleeping giants lie.
Yeah.
He's like, if I have to, I'll destroy. He's like, he left it at that. And
See,
He was the one that started it, wasn't he?
No. Wayne didn't do anything. Only thing Wayne said was that he was upset that he didn't get chosen. He He didn't congratulate.
Oh, okay, so there was nothing beyond that.
He didn't congratulate him, but he did come out and say that he was upset that he wasn't able to do it. So that's why Kendrick's saying, like, oh, the reason why I got it is because I worked so hard this year and I destroyed your buddy, and you're upset at my hard work. Like, I shouldn't get this because you're from New Orleans, I guess is the point he's trying to make. But I don't know. I don't see Wayne being that guy, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion.
Like, what do you think? Do you think it'll go to it, or if it goes to it, you don't think that Wayne got the bars?
I don't think Kendrick's dodging the smoke at all.
Wayne will definitely put down bars, though.
Yeah, but I don't see Wayne being that guy, to be honest with you. He'll respond, but I don't think it will be anything to glare at.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't listen to either of them really that like that at all. To be honest, I haven't even heard Kendrick's new album and shit. So,
and Evil just said it. Why do people feel like they're owed congratulations as well? So that was one of the points I said too. Is like, he doesn't have to congratulate you. Like, you got what you wanted, and that's it. Like, he's not to say. You know what I mean?
I think that's entitlement.
Yeah.
Basically.
I got a question. Do you guys think that this is like real, or do you think that this is just manufactured to draw attention and sales?
Well, you don't think Jake Paul, Mike Tyson went well enough?
I mean,
well, since
I think they play into it for sure.
Wayne don't have anything scheduled for release, so
right.
It wouldn't be from his end.
From his end, yeah. From his end, maybe not. But I mean, Kendrick obviously just has a new album coming out. I don't know what J. Cole's up to, but I mean, it's always in the back of my head that this is a business. They got to do something to drive interest. There's got to be something to make it profitable. How much of it is manufactured? How much of it is authentic?
Yeah. So I think there's some authenticity to it, but I do think that they play into it.
I personally always think anything that I hear coming out of the industry is always manufactured and nothing is authentic. That's just me, though. That's my cynical opinion. I could be 100% wrong, but that's just always what I always think. I just don't think anything is believable. Again, I could be wrong. And I'm cool if I am.
Like it's like the Kobe.
I'm not far off from.
I'm sorry.
But what do you think? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's like the Kobe and Shaq thing. Shaq came out and said that he never had a problem with Kobe. Like, they had their issue, but he made it seem like it was more than what it was because he knew it was driving more.
Yeah,
like to it.
Controversy sells. People love to get involved in a beef, and my opinion's more important than yours. You're wrong. I'm right. Like, sides like the lines get drawn in the sand. Like, they love that shit. And
it was like when they first played each other when he went to the Heat. Like, Shaq specifically didn't like high five him or even acknowledge that he was there, but he mentioned that he talked to him after the game privately and was just like, "Hey, it was nice to see you." Like, that's it.
Yeah. See what I mean? Right. Because they know. They know.
They know.
They know.
They know.
So, what's your opinion on it? You brought it up, but you didn't state your opinion.
I personally think it's all manufactured bullshit. I think anything to draw attention, to draw sales.
You already gave your opinion, motherfucker. He's talking to me.
Oh, my fault. I thought he said me.
I said Lego.
Man, that is not my name.
I don't think that it's manufactured because, like I said, Wayne doesn't have anything in the pipeline, and even on the back end, there's nothing loaded up. There's nothing that shows that he has a project coming up for this to like spark off at all. So this was like a blind shot from Kendrick. Just like, I mean, Kendrick threw a shot of Snoop in it too. I don't know if you saw that. or if you heard. So he said he's like Snoop shared the talked about Snoop sharing the Drake song that had the AI Snoop verse. He's like, I hope it was the edibles. And Snoop put out a tweet. He's like, yo, Kendrick, you got the West. It was the edibles. Like, you know, because Snoop was like, just
wasn't with the smoke.
Yeah, he's like, and then Snoop, there's a video of Snoop talking about it. He's like, Kendrick took the crown. Kendrick took the crown for the West. He's like, it's not something that has to be handed down or given. Like, when he was talking about himself, he's like, when I came, like, when it was my time, I took it. Like, Ice Cube didn't hand it to me. It wasn't like, yo, it's like, it was my fucking time. Like, it was my fucking time. Like, NWA had that time. I had my time. I came in, I had that. It was mine. Game came in, Game had his fucking time. He had the fucking crown of the West. Kendrick came in, he took it. Like, it's his. Like, it's, and that's like, there was Snoop doing, it was, there's a video of him like talking about that. And yeah. And so Snoop, like, you know, he shared that one that had his AI voice on it. And that's what the comments stem from. The bar stem from the, I hope it was the edibles. And he's like, yeah, it was. And it was like laughing emojis and shit. And so as far as the Wayne shit, I don't know. I want to see it. I'd like to see Kendrick against somebody more. I don't know. Like, we say more skilled than not even. I mean, Drake, we ain't going to get into the shit whether Drake ghostwrites or anything like that, because
he does.
He ghostwrites for other people. That's the thing that people like. See, this is why I can't talk to motherfuckers. Like, if you don't know his writing record, if you don't know who he writes for, then you can't comment on this shit. Just, bro, are we gonna have this conversation? You already know. I think are you agreeing or disagreeing with me, motherfucker? Because like,
who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
like,
I know. So there's two things. Whatchamacallit? Most of your favorite rappers have ghostwriters, and Drake is in fact somebody who writes for other people.
Okay, so I just wanted to, like, I didn't know if you were like arguing the other point, and I'm just like, yo,
nah.
Just like motherfuckers don't know that Jay-Z has written so many R&B songs that are like #1 hits. Like, they don't realize that this Jay-Z is out here writing R&B fucking hits for #1 artists, and they don't know this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's,
like, how many hooks has 50 Cent written for people?
Yeah, bro.
Gajillions.
Yeah.
Bro. Reckless. I mean, yo, he could be, if you want to, if that's your take on him, that's fine, man. Like, I'm not a fan of Drake's new music, but Drake earned his spot at the beginning. Drake can rap. So to say that Drake can't rap is wild. Go back and listen to fucking mixtapes from 15 years ago and be like, Drake can't rap. Drake can rap his ass off. And that's how he got recognized, was because he could rap his ass off and make dope songs. And that's it. What he does now he is part of the whole corporate music industry. Yeah. They give him songs. They're like, you're going to do this song. Here's the beat. Here's the hook. You can add shit to it. Here's a reference track. Yo, and if you don't know, that's how the fucking industry works. He's a pop artist. He's not a rapper anymore. He is a pop fucking icon. So to compare him with somebody, he ain't a fucking hip hop artist. He is a pop fucking icon now. You can't, like, Michael Jackson didn't write all of his songs. Newsflash, motherfuckers. He recorded other people's songs. Yeah. Like, they brought in fully produced songs. Jackson 5, some of the Jackson 5's first hits weren't even songs written or done for them. They were covered or done for other ones. And then Quincy Jones was in there like, this will be good for you. This will be good for you. And then they redo it. Like, that's how the music industry works. They take songs. There's songwriters. There's people that aren't famous for being an artist, but they write songs. They write hit fucking songs. And then they pitch them to labels. And then the labels assign them to artists that they think will sound great on it. That's how it works.
Yep.
There are some people that are true to the culture though, and will like certain rap artists that will just like be like,
hip hop is definitely different. Hip hop is different, but That's why I'm saying he's not. He's a pop icon now. He is the biggest artist in the last decade and a half. Like he's not a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like that's to you can't lump him into that and expect him to like stick to hip hop rap rules when like this dude does billions. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same. He's in a different category.
Let me ask you this: Do you feel like he's a culture vulture, like he's been accused of before, where
No,
he,
I don't think that's
where, like say like where he takes like an artist that's like super popping at that point, puts them on his record, and then quote unquote steals their whole style? Do you feel like he does that?
I mean, he might. I don't know. Like I don't feel like. I feel like
Tell me what's really going on.
But like
Soulja Boy up in this motherfucker, what's happening?
Like he's getting.
That was Soulja Boy, not Drake.
But he's getting. Yeah, but like that's not.
That's just to prove Johnny's point, kind of.
No, that's not that is kind of
kind of. It's about stealing style.
Like, no, he's talking about, all right, so like he does the song with Central C and he raps in that, or he does the reggae joints where he raps and patois, like he uses. I get what you're saying, but like at the same time, you're putting him on a joint that he wants, like that shit. I don't know.
Like he's been doing that since he started. Like the whole like when Forever dropped, that was Big Sean's style, but way before Drake or Young Money did any of that, like the pause flow shit that they were doing.
Yeah,
Big Sean was doing that like years before.
Underground, basically.
Yeah,
without taking out the likes and and the pause and
yeah. So he took that and like expanded it, and then like when he puts guys like Lil Baby on his record or Lil Durk on his record, and then he raps the same way that they do, and then. Like I don't know. That's one thing I have noticed about him is that he looks at who's popping and he's just like, all right, well, I want to make a record with you, and then I'm gonna do what you do, and then I'm gonna do it better than you do, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. He's being told what to do, bro. Like you got to go back to Lingo's original point at this stage of his career.
Well, there's two. All right, so. That's true for certain ones you're talking about, like the big records. That's true, but like when he does, bro, like when he did the Hey There Delilah, he did like he found a random up and coming artist from Toronto that had did like a Delilah remix, and then he hopped on that, and then he sang like that artist, but did like a remix of the Delilah too at the same time. So it's like. There's ones that the label are jiving, big ones. If it's a fucking song that they're putting money behind, obviously, then they're gonna have you know they got the foot on the gas pedal. But then there's the mixtape type joints, or like the album joints where he does do, but is he being a vulture or is he being creative and collabing with an artist that he likes? Like he went. Like the album with 21, you know what I'm saying? Like he rapped, they made music that sounded like them together instead of being like him doing one type of music and not sounding like 21, you know?
Right.
I don't know.
So like, what do you think of when, so this was around like the Scorpion album. So I guess Drake had did, what's the name of that song?
I don't know his albums. I don't.
The one that where he was in the video and he was handing out money to people.
God's Plan was. I know that.
So the so-called story about that is that he originally sent that record to Trippie Redd to do a collab, and it somehow got leaked and blew up and became one of his most popular songs at that time period.
No shit.
So because it got leaked, he had to push it right away, and Trippie Redd got left off of it because of like what do you guys think of that?
I think that's hilarious.
Like how he got left off the big record of the year because someone leaked it.
Hey, gotta strike when the iron's hot, and see, and that would be that's the label being like, hey, guess what? It's already out. It's already out. We have to run with it. Like, yo, when it gets leaked, you gotta run with it because the label has a bottom line.
Correct.
And the longer that it's out without them able to monetize it means it's hurting their bottom line.
Correct.
So
that's all they give a shit about.
That's all label. That ain't Drake being like, all right, we're gonna leave them up. That's like the label's gonna be like, no, the song's out, it's out. That's it. Like, we're going to push this, and because that's their money. That's what they fucking care about.
Correct.
And Anand just said something in the chat. He said, I don't know, honestly, I feel like all Drake's beats sound the damn same. Well, there's a reason for that. He uses all the same producers all the time. So they're going to use the same sound. So
right. He's also got a signature sound.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I think he has sounds. I don't think he has the same sounding beats, because it's like, dude does like an R&B album, then he does a fucking house album, then he does then like he has his hip hop shit is 40 has his sound. That's what y'all should be saying. 40 has a fucking sound, because that dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
That's when like 40's sound is that lo-fi like sounding.
The bongo drums instead of regular drums, muted, real muted. They take a R&B sample, mute it in the background, and like.
And then you got Boy Wonder, who's like more like he likes the older like 60s samples kind of. Yeah. And then he's got the hard drums. I like Boy Wonder a lot, but
Wonder's. And then I mean, he made Hit Boy. Like, without him, like, come on, shit. If you don't, we've been talking about Drake a lot, but if you don't have Drake, Hit Boy might not get into the sphere as much as he did, and then what do you not have? Fucking King's Disease, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Drake did a lot to help the joints that he did for him. The joints they did together did a lot to boost his fucking his name, and then I don't know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So another thing that's like popular, I guess, kind of popular right now, is the new season of Rhythm and Flow. Have you guys caught that at all?
I haven't seen it yet. I heard C4's on it.
I only watched the first 2 episodes, so I don't know. But
so there's I heard well, I saw a post. So I believe that there's an artist. I don't know if he's from Brockton, Quincy, somewhere Brockton maybe. But he was on Grind Mode back. He came to the Long Island series. But he's from Mass, and I think he's on this season. So definitely want to check. Is it already out? It's out.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
I don't know if the whole thing is out. I don't know, but I only watched the first 2 episodes. I don't know if there's any more episodes. I kind of got mad at the second episode because there was one guy. He was like one of the first ones to try out. And he kind of did this thing like before he performed where he was like demanding like crowd participation. And I guess that all the judges thought it was super corny that he did that.
Yeah.
And like they didn't even listen to him, and he was super boom bap, but he was dope. But because he did that, they were like super hating on him. And they didn't move forward with him. And then literally like 3 tryouts later, this guy was fucking terrible. Came out with fucking like tassels and shit, shit. And they pushed it. So I was like, kind of like, oh, that's super disappointing, especially coming from like a judge like Ludacris. I was like, I didn't see that.
That's what I was asked. Who's the judges?
So in that particular episode, the judges were Ludacris, DJ Khaled, Lotto, and special guest Big Sean.
Damn. So you would expect some fucking actual. That's not a bad panel of judges, you know, for like being able to put Lotto knows how to win a fucking like she earned her fucking spot. I don't know if she won the rap game. Like she knows how to, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Damn. I'm disappointed now. I'm gonna have to watch this and see what goes down.
Like I thought the dude was super dope. Like it was kind of cringe what he did because they did like he demanded it and then they didn't like the crowd didn't deliver what he demanded, so it looked bad. But the song that he had was super dope. The beat was fucking super dope, but they just couldn't get off the fact that he did that, and I think they ignored like his actual performance.
So after the first season, I heard a rumor. I never checked into it, but I'd be interested to see how many of the artists that are on this season are under management from this agency, because that was the thing that got like after the last one, when the last one came out, all the top 5 artists were under the same agency, and they were under the agency before the show. So it was like the show, either they got picked and then they got scooped up, or they were already on it and it was like, all right, you're going to audition for the show because we're filling it with our artist type thing. So I'd be interested to see how many of the artists on this season are under the same
talent
agency.
Yeah. So I honestly wouldn't put it. I wouldn't say that that's not true. I don't know for sure, obviously, but
I'm not saying that you're not going to get good talent that way, because like last season, I like the artists that were on that shit were fire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, some of them were. There was a handful that like.
Well, I mean, at the end, I'm talking like Beans is crazy. Obviously, Flaw is a fucking talented motherfucking like crazy artist, and D Smoke, like that shit right there, and then London or whatever, like that shit. That was good. You know what I'm saying? They had good talent. I'm not saying that they didn't have good talent, but they do have artists that are under the same umbrella. That's the only thing. So it's like, where's that lie? I'm not saying the talent isn't there.
Yeah. So my thing is like, this is why I think that that's kind of true, is because where where were they like announcing like these like auditions to do this? Like where, like, because they did it in Atlanta, they did it in Detroit, if I'm not mistaken, probably New York. But like, why wasn't this on social media? Like, why?
Yeah, if they were really trying to do a big like far and wide call out, then that shit should have been like blasted everywhere.
Yeah, like American Idol, you see it. America's Got Talent, you see it. But how come you don't see it for this? So like maybe it is like you have to be like in with like a specific agency for them to be put in that light. I don't know. I'm not gonna say yes or no because I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't deny it if it was.
I mean, if they do,
it is what it is. It's for TV.
Yeah.
Well, what's your opinion on it, A-OK? I don't know if you've seen the show at all, but
I haven't seen the season at all, no, but I definitely think it's a dope concept and dope show. I don't understand why so many artists in the top 5 would be under one umbrella, but I also don't really have much weight to question it. So it's just like something to note, I guess. But I do think all of the artists are talented that go on there for sure. They definitely pick a lot of, unless I haven't seen like, is this the 3rd season you said?
This is the second
season? Oh, okay. And yeah, I haven't seen this yet. So I mean, like, I can't really judge.
I want to see
based off what you said with your bad impression.
So from
don't know what I got to look forward to, but
from the episode and a half that I've seen, it seems like they're looking for a specific sound.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna say.
They're like, no boom bap.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like, because if that was the I'm no talent scout, okay? So, but I do know like with certain types of music, like what is good sounding for the genre, for that genre. You know what I mean? And for boom bap, this guy was fucking dope as shit. What he did in the beginning, was it corny? A little bit. Have I seen other people like locally do that same shit? Yes. Did I think it was corny at that point? Sometimes it is, sometimes depending on what it is. But I didn't see that as corny, in my opinion. And I just think that they were just way too much into that. He was, because all he said was like, "Oh, when my hand goes up, I want you guys to put your hands up." That's basically all he said. And so I don't know why they were so. I think they were looking for something to tell him no. Is what I'm saying.
I want to see the season now. Check it out. I want to compare the talent on this season to last season.
Ooh, look what Jesse said. A former contestant posted on Reddit and said it's rigged.
Who? Which contestant?
I mean, I could just be a sore loser.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But then at the same time, you don't know.
But like one thing I would say about season 1 is that they did fucking Beans dirty, because like they switched that like battle shit. Like like Caleb Colossus would have not lasted against Flawless at all. There was no reason why he should have been put in to the bottom.
Whoever, it didn't matter who went against Flaw. Flaw was gonna roast it. Like, that's where that's his fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's his upcoming. Like, there was nobody. If they didn't want D-Smoke to win, they would have put D-Smoke against Flaw in that round, and Flaw would have smoked his boots. Like, it didn't matter who was against Flaw. Flaw would have shit on any person in front of him. Like,
but what I'm saying is that like Beans would have beat anyone else there.
Yeah, Beans is crazy. Beans is like Flaw, Beans, and D-Smoke were the three best MCs, the three best MCs on there who can rap any style and like do it all. But battle wise, whoever you put in Flaw, he was gonna fucking smoke them. So I get, they set her up for failure. Yeah. Whoever they put there was set up for failure on that shit. Like, that's like.
But then, man, he fucking cooked on that one.
Yeah, I haven't even Beans.
He fucking.
She killed it too. She would have smoked anyone else there.
She would have.
Probably would have made
it. Beans is fire. Beans is crazy. Beans is great. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have anything to say about it if she was already put there, but she wasn't. They switched it, which I think they knew. I think they liked Caleb Colossus.
Yeah,
like the guy's dope. I'm not hating on him, but I think they liked him and they thought he was better marketing for the show, so they didn't want him to lose right away. I think they knew. So that's just me. And Jesse, who knows if that's true? He could have made that up just to make her sound like that. People do that in battle all the time.
Yeah.
Like, just because you say it doesn't necessarily make it true, but if the people believe it, there it is.
Certified pedophile. Wop. To tie it all together right there. Boom.
I talked about that shit earlier. Like, just because you say it doesn't mean it's true. But if people believe it,
yeah, it can make you lose endorsement deals. Yeah. Oh shit.
Nowadays, people read half a book and write a whole report.
Yeah, for real.
Beans is gonna after this. Beans is suing Flaw for defamation of character.
It's all under UMG. It's all right. Oh shit! Yeah,
I would Beans is still doing things on TikTok. I wonder what her price is to get her on a cipher. She was fucking super dope.
She's still dope. I see her shit pop up on anytime new drop on YouTube. Like she bars out, yo. She kills everything.
I would like to see her on a cipher. Make it happen.
Okay. Let's do it.
Facts, Jesse.
You sure do.
I do need to watch the rest of the series, though. I just got mad at that, so I turned it off. As soon as I saw that dude get pushed through and the other dude didn't, I was just like, yo, this is whack.
Yo, just like watch a couple more episodes and like report to the chat.
I will.
Let me know if I should watch it.
I mean, I think you should watch it anyway because it's a good watch. Like, I like the way they go through these challenges to show like how to progress an artist. You know what I mean? That's what's cool to me. But I don't know. That's just me.
Hey, okay, I think you would like it because
well, I've seen it last season. I was just wondering about this season. I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't know you saw last season, but
yeah, no, I watched a bunch, dude. I watched a bunch of that shit. I probably watched them all, but I mostly remember the ones with like Flaw.
With the challenges, it's like it's similar to like what was that Songland? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how it's Songland, but like or Songland meets the rap game, which is the one that Jermaine Dupri ran for the little kids looking for the next artist on so it's like all right, you're going to this week you have to write battle raps. This week you have to make a song like this. You have to do this. You have to show us that you can do this. You have to show us that you can do that. And it's like it's a boot camp. It's an artist boot camp, but reality series fucking competition.
I really like how they showed like the artists in the studio working with like the big producers and stuff. I really liked that because you get to we kind of talked about this earlier with Cynical, but you get to see like the behind the scenes, like how this producer works, how he likes his artists to be like at those times. And like I hate to keep talking about Flawless, but like you got to see like how Flawless talked about how he liked to have his hand in everything, and it was hard for him to be coached by somebody else. So like I thought that was kind of cool to see the insides of that. I'd be the same way because I'm hard to be coached by someone else too.
I tell this kid, I tell him what to do every time he's in here. I tell Johnny, I'll be like, I don't.
Yeah, but you know how hard that is.
I'm joking.
You know how hard that is for me when like. But it's the truth though. It's not true.
No, I give you free reign on the hooks. Like, yo, if we do a hook and you're singing it, chances are you came up with like 90% of the melody. This like,
yeah, but for instance, I'll be like, yo, I want to stack it, and you'd be like, no, I got this. Like, but or like you do the same thing to like Vendetta too. But
true, yeah, but that's like
you know how hard it is for me.
But see, that's coming from the engineer side. That's like
yes.
Our artistic side. Like I don't jump on y'all on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like engineer side, I'd be like,
yeah.
Vendetta, we're not doing 8 stacks. No,
yeah.
Sorry, bro. When I started mixing his EP, I'm like, nah, we're not doing this. We're not doing 8 stacks, my guy. I'm like, we're gonna consolidate. We're gonna learn to be a little more efficient in this because, yeah. Mixing takes a lot of time.
Like I'll be like, if I'm gonna sing a hook, I'll be like, yo, I want to do 2 highs, 2 lows, 3 mids, or whatever it is, and then you'll be like, no, I got a fucking plugin that does that for me. I don't need you to do that. Like, you know what I mean? But,
right, give me the high, give me the mid, give me the low, and then I got you.
Yeah, exactly.
Fill it in.
But my point I'm trying to make is that there are certain people that they can't be coached that way. You know what I mean? They want to have their hand in everything. But.
Well, I guess I'll take a watch, take a look ski at the new season. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't planning on it. But
I didn't know it was out, man. Shit. I definitely gotta check it out.
I mean, gotta at least watch it for Lotto. She looks good.
At least watch for that, right?
Yeah.
She went from Lotto to Little.
No, she went from mulatto to lotto.
Miss Mulatto. She was Miss Mulatto in the kids show. That show was terrible. That was like that was like how to not make like a hip hop reality show. It was that show.
Bro, fucking Poopy was on that shit, bro. Like y'all don't remember fucking from fucking Brockton, from fucking Dorchester, this area. Poopy was like all right. So Sev One used to record and do like some videos and writing for him, and his father was like super connected gangster in this area. Like dude was like fucking 6 years old and signed to Coke Boys, bro. Like he was on like French Montana and them had scooped him up, and he was like opening for them everywhere. There's like, yeah. And then he was on the show as he was like getting older. Now I guess I don't know if he like aged out. They're like, yeah, you're not. He was Lil Poopy back then. You don't remember that shit, yo? Like, the show? He was on the same season. One of the other dudes on that season actually made some noise though. It was like the he kind of looks Spanish. The dude, he's from New York, but now he does like drill shit. He was like rapping. Like he showed a lot of talent on there. Now he's on some like other shit, but he's got like a huge follow, like social media online following off of the show. So it did a few things for a couple of the artists on there. Obviously, Lotto is one of the biggest artists in the fucking world now, so it did something for her.
I don't know if it really did much. Like it probably got her in a room with like dope people. But
no. It did everything. Do you know the story behind it? She turned down the deal from JD.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
Because her father was a producer who had been through some bullshit deals, and he was like, "Nah, we're not taking that. We're gonna hold out." But they dangled and they used the leverage from the show to flip it into the videos she did and the videos into the other work, into getting the full deal that she ended up getting. Without that show, could have, I mean, it definitely, it accelerated her path.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm saying, it got her in the room with
and it helped
with the people, for sure.
But it helped her. Like, yo, without you take that show away, who knows if she gets to the point of making songs that she makes now. Like you're working day in and day out with JD, who like is a fucking hit maker. Regardless of what you think of him, this dude has made countless hits for fucking Mariah Carey to Usher to fucking like Escape from R&B to hip hop. Like this dude has like crossed the, like, you know what I'm saying? He is written for rappers and R&B artists and produced. He's nice on the fucking MPC too. That's the thing. Like, yo, he is getting his wealth of knowledge, being able to work in the fucking studio with him is like, that's, yeah. I don't think, see, here's the disconnect with newer artists. Like, you don't get that anymore because like everyone's got their own studio, everyone's got their own, like, I got to sit in on a session that I had no part of, you know what I'm saying? Like I mixed the vocals, I mixed the we all right, so Izzo recorded his vocals here, then we went to New York to Platinum Sound, and then we took the stemmed out shit and LL Cool J came in. But I get to sit there and watch LL Cool J work, executive produce this track, and like, yo, it was fucking like mind blowing. I was like, yo, I learned so much in that day with what he did and how he transformed the track that he had. Like, he didn't make the beat. He wasn't the he had his rock band on there. He had the dude playing guitar. The vocals were recorded. He came in and he orchestrated, and it was. I got to see what what real executive producing is for a song, not for an album scope, but for a song. I was like, wow, he really did just change the whole format of the shit. He came in, he arranged the song. He did a complete rearrangement and made the shit.
Like, I know this is probably a long time ago. Do you have like any like examples of like things that he might have said in there that?
So he changed like the formatting. He went in, he was like changed. I don't remember if we had hook first or not, or we brought in like a pre-hook at the beginning. Then there was this breakdown where the guitar player was playing a solo, and he's like, that solo, we need you to come in and sing that melody, but in the hook, so it makes sense when the solo comes in. And then he did some other thing that just like it took the hook to a whole nother level. And it was like, holy shit. It was like right there the whole time type thing. Like, and then he had the guitar play or something, or the synth play what the singer was doing, like a harmony for it. But it was like, it was right there, but he recognized it. And it was like, yeah, I don't know, bro.
So he kind of like changed the arrangement of the song a little bit.
And then he had him go in and do, like, he said the exact ad libs. He's like, you're going to do an ad lib here. You're going to do this here. Like, yo, he mapped out the ad libs. That shit was like, he was like, yes, you're going to go in and say this, because the vocals. He was like, so the guy who was engineering that day is the dude who did all of DMX's albums. And the first thing he said to me was like, Lingo, he's like, the fucking lead vocal, the vocals, we're not touching them. They're fucking, the mix, perfect, good. When LL came in, he's like, all right, ad-libs. And he literally mapped out where Izzo was going to put the ad-libs. And he was like, you're going to say this here. This is what's going to make this hot here. And he's like, we're going to do this, and boom. And it was like.
Was there any suggestions that he made? Good suggestions? I guess.
I don't know. I mean, like, I couldn't. It would be different now. I was starstruck, also starstruck at the time. But like going back and listening to the reference track that we did here to that, like his, no, he elevated the track. Nothing he didn't elevate the track. But I was also, I mean, like, you're in the room with one of the greatest of all time. Is like,
yeah, dude, that's crazy.
So,
what a fucking opportunity.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if it was like one of those things where it's just like, oh, he made this suggestion. I wasn't really feeling that, but it's LL, so he's got to be right. You know what I mean? Like,
nah,
LL on the cipher. I wish he's probably like.
Yeah, right, bro.
Maybe more.
Yeah, that ain't in this sphere of wealth, my guy. That's not a payment. That's your kid's college tuition. The fuck?
They're the highest grossing Def Jam artist of all time. Like
rent for a year.
Probably way more than that.
More than that. Way more than that.
Rent for 5 years.
College tuition, bro. Like, we talking hundreds.
Like, basically, he'd have to do it as a favor for it to even make sense.
Yeah.
Which we're not in that scope either. So.
Bo Dizzle. What's good, bro?
Hey, Dizzle just woke up from last Thanksgiving.
Bro Dizzle was hibernating.
I was about to make a Pokemon joke, but you guys are too old. You guys wouldn't understand.
Nobody would have got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't say it.
Fucking Snorlax.
Yes, it's a Snorlax joke because he only gets up to eat and goes back to sleep.
Too bad you didn't say the joke, bro.
Should have said it. Jeez.
Should have said it.
Lingo definitely wouldn't have got it.
Hindsight is 2020.
I know.
50% of your crowd is pretty good.
I know. I know that one's name. I didn't know that they only get up to eat.
Yeah.
I would have allowed it.
That's like a basic one from like, yeah, everyone knows that one.
So you grabbed an Uber. You're lucky I didn't pick you up, bro.
You was out there, bro?
That's a whole nother podcast. Talk about Uber stories, bro.
It's all about stories about Bo Dizzle falling asleep.
I know.
That's a whole nother podcast too.
I know. Let's see. There's the bench, there's the couch, and then there's the floor. Yeah, the picture. Dizzle, I don't know if you've seen the picture that Kane took of you when you were sleeping on the floor of the studio with your arms inside your shirt. Like a fucking Twinkie burrito, whatever the fuck you were doing, bro. Oh my god.
He was cocooned.
That is like probably, bro, that's gotta be, you gotta do like a song, a mixtape or something. You have to use that.
That'll be an album cover, bro.
Or someone uses it against you. You're like,
I was definitely gonna Photoshop that shit into history.
Oh my god, yeah.
Why couldn't you give this guy a fucking blanket, bro? You're such a horrible friend. You couldn't give him a blanket?
Bro, there's a fucking heater in here. The heater in here. Glass. They didn't turn it on. I had nothing to do with that shit. Kane was probably like, fine. He had the blanket, so he didn't fucking turn the heater on. This dude, we walk in, arms under inside the shirt. Burrito on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
I think that was after fucking Lethal Weekend. That was the aftermath of the Demrick, Dizzy, Jaren Cypress the next day, the next morning. Oh shit.
Gonna Photoshop you up next to the never ending story dog.
Yeah.
Bro. I had so many ideas.
Somebody always like that.
Huh?
Dizzle said Kane was like, I got the couch, you can take the floor. Dizzle said, damn. He's like, well, Lingo's like my dad.
Yeah, he's not lying.
I was not around for any of that. I was already sleeping. I was like, yeah. I'm like, y'all deal with that shit.
That had to be some drunk logic right there. Yeah, but Lingo's like my dad. So I get the couch.
Dizzle don't care though. I mean, he had already slept on a couch that night at the venue. I got him on camera. I think Dizzy writes on stage, and I'm like, yeah, I go to the back. I'm like, where's Dizzle? Oh, there he is. Like this, head down to his chest, sleeping on the fucking.
That takes talent to be able to fall asleep anywhere.
But especially in a fucking club that is banging music loud as fuck. Drunk people running around everywhere. And
I've definitely fallen asleep outside on a porch in a snowstorm.
Have you ever seen that meme?
I woke up there in it, but
you see that meme where that lady's like asleep on the bus and she was reading the book, and the book was like how to fall asleep correctly or something like that.
It wasn't snowing on me, but still, it was cold.
There was a lot of weed that day. That day, just filming the fucking ciphers in that back room that shit almost took me out.
Yeah, you were having like a panic attack and gave me the camera. You were like, here, film. I'm like, well, what?
Because you guys, all right, so they didn't want us to open that fire door in the back. So that room got fishbowled for like hours. And like we're halfway from, and I'm like, it's hot as fuck in there. It was August.
Yes.
Hot. And everybody is just smoking in there.
Yeah, Dizzy and Demrick were smoking that fucking gigantic blunt in there.
That shit was. Whew. I was like, yo, my face feels really weird right now, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm starting to get dizzy from this shit. Is it comparable to the time that I was driving with Red Baron and he was doing dabs in the back seat and I didn't know he was doing dabs. And I was like, we were driving to Pennsylvania. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? I'm like, yo, I don't feel good. And then I was like, yo. And then I turn around and he's like hitting the rig. And I'm like, oh shit. He's like, oh, my bad. I should have told you to crack the window. And I was like, oh fuck. I'm like, bro, my face is numb. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's happening right now.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, good.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes.
Yeah, I was definitely smoking in there.
Okay. Yeah. They did say that, and then everyone's like, yeah, right. Cool story, bro.
Yeah, cool. Got you. Light it up.
Yeah, that security guard.
Can't even let you in here with a pen.
Bro, that security guard did all that, but then he couldn't help save my computer when the angry barback erased a decade of my life.
Yeah.
We laugh about it now. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, I was talking about you earlier. Look at this motherfucker. I don't know if you guys know who this is. Patrick Burns is a legend. That is Sev motherfucking 1 right there. He's probably out hiding in the woods hunting some big game here right now. That's what he does. So now he don't rap no more. He don't even run a studio no more. Now he runs like a whole fucking hunting, like, bro, the biggest hunting fest that happens out here is his company now. This dude just transitioned from shooting people in the hood to shooting deers in the woods. What up, Sam? What's good, bro?
Yo, that's the marketing line right there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like I had years of training.
Shit, what's good, man? Salute.
What up, Sam? Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Yes, sir. Happy Thanksgiving. What's everyone's favorite Thanksgiving meal?
Oh, wait, before we even get to that, he's here. We got to talk. This dude is one of the best rappers alive. One of my favorite and one of the best rappers I ever met, hands down. Like, this dude will out-rap 99% of the people that
I only heard him rap once, I think, at Jerky's. I was walking down the stairs and he was rapping. I was like, holy fucking shit. Yo, he was killing it.
Bro, he's insane. Like, the shit, like, oh, man. We went from, like, rapping, like, he drove me to some of my battles up in Maine back when I was in college. I've known this motherfucker that long. And then we were rapping in his attic in Waltham. And this dude, one day he was outside the bank in Waltham and he saw fucking Eric Williams and he gave a fucking a mixtape to him and like didn't think anything was gonna come of that shit, and then ended up getting the call. Like, yo, dude got signed by him, and then we had the 88 Boyd fucking. So Eric Williams bought him a fucking out of work ambulance, had it painted and wrapped with the logo, had it set up with speakers and lights and all this shit, and like he would drive around with merch loaded up, mixtapes, and like the megaphone, like rapping out of the shit through like Hampton Beach. And then Eric set up a fucking studio in his, while he was still like, he's in the same like fucking what's his name, like the Celtics all lived in this, like a lot of them lived in this gated community. Eric's house had a fucking studio in the basement, and it was just nuts, yo. It was nuts. He put us in the room. We did Seb's project. We went to Sony. We were in Z Studio, that's where like Beyonce records like so much of her shit. And she don't even use the booth. She likes to record in the room. The dude Kenny, who was like Kenny was like, yo, Beyonce, she records in this room, but she does not use the booth. She puts the mic here, and she was like, she has to record in the open room. We're in the same fucking room. The week that we were there, bro, yeah, Jada, Junior Reed, Swizz was down the hall doing what the fuck song? He was doing one of his like big hits, like Cassidy was there. AOL was still like a thing. And they were doing the AOL like online sessions where like the artist Pretty Ricky was there that week, Bow Wow was there that week. It was like the amount of people that were in and out of the studio, it was crazy. You're just walking, it's like celebrity, like yo, A-list everywhere, bro. It was nuts. Yo,
that's amazing.
I'm the man. Yo, fire ass record, like insane. He did the joints that I remember, like the big ones from that week. Chucky T replaying the man, Junior Reed, Jada, who the fuck? Oh yeah, Uncle Murder and Jada on that joint. Yeah, so Sev got a joint with Uncle Murder and Jadakiss on the same record. And then he got a joint with Fabulous that didn't get to come out, but got leaked. And then
why'd you put air quotes around that? Was he the one that leaked it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because it wasn't going to get released. So and there was like the repercussions back then weren't like now because the internet wasn't as big. So yeah, that shit got dropped. What was he had Chrisette Michelle, who was signed on like Def Jam at the time on a hook on a high tech beat, bro. Like, yo, you have no idea the amount of shit that like, yo, bro, Diamond D beats, like, yeah, we're just sitting here like, yeah, high tech
Diamond D,
high tech Diamond D, yo, literally, and they're like, all right, Lingo, it's your turn, and I'm Estelle, Estelle, yeah, bro, crazy. That was your paying homage to the hip hop shit where you flipped all like the group names and the artist names and shit in the verses. Yo, Sev is an amazing artist, but and I'm thankful for our 20-year friendship, bro. You put me, the shit we did definitely built foundation. And yo, without Sev, we don't have grind mode, yo.
Yeah, he did like the first like 20 something. Well, no, the first like 15 or something.
15, yeah, somewhere that the first like 15 videos, man. Like that's
it was literally like the one before me, which I was really upset about that because I was like, damn, I wanted to be in one of those videos. I'm still salty about that.
And then and like his video work, he's done shit for fucking Nike. He's done shit for fucking. He did Big Sean. He did Big Sean and Big Sean, Mike Posner. That video was him. Bro. Cheers. Legendary. No, that wasn't him. No, the yellow eyes. That wasn't him. Oh, you think that's
Well, who's he mistaking me for?
I think I think he thinks it would be Wordsmith. What video? Yeah, what video are you in? What joiner videos are you in? Acting. I got to see this. Oh no, I did. I know I saw one of them. You sent me the. What the fuck? I know I saw one clip. All right, we're gonna pull them up after.
I love that song, Ramen and OJ. Much as I don't like Joyner, but I love that song.
So what else is good?
Shit.
Anything else we want to talk about?
Oh, so what's your favorite Thanksgiving meal? Like, what's your favorite part of your Thanksgiving?
The fucking turkey leg. That's all, bro. It is a. Hey,
Peace out, man.
It's my. I've earned the right. Turkey leg is mine. Not only so, like we go to my cousin's house, but like now I get the. I said they do a regular turkey in the oven and then they do the fried turkey. I get both. I get a turkey leg from both, bro. That's how, like, yeah.
Like no one else fights you for it. It's just automatic. They just know that
it's like, yeah, it's yeah. Plate comes out. It's like there's 2 turkey legs on it. Oh, there's like, yeah, that's where Ryan is.
And usually the turkey leg is from my dad. And I didn't, like, when I was like 13, I didn't really know that. So like my dad didn't eat that Thanksgiving because he wanted to, like, I think there was like something on TV that he wanted to watch. So he stayed home. So my grandmother made a plate for him with his fucking turkey leg and fucking all the fixings. So I came home that day and I was just like, damn, I'm hungry. So I opened the fridge. I saw the turkey leg. I was just like, all right, bet. So I ate the fucking turkey leg. My dad came home like a couple hours later to eat. And he was just like, where the fuck is my turkey leg? I got my ass beat that day.
It's when the son comes for the crown. It's when he comes for the crown of the king. Yeah, it's when the son tests the father for the first time. Do you fight or do you get whooped?
I just thought there was leftovers for everybody, man. So I just got it. My grandma's like 90 something now, so she don't make turkey no more.
Yeah. So my family do all right. So we have Italian, Portuguese, and French in the 2 sides of my family. So they do 2 different, like there's 3 different stuffings on the table at all times. Like it's crazy because you got the Portuguese stuffing. It has to have this. It is heavy chorizo in it. You know what I'm saying? It's got the heavy sausage flavor in the fucking the Portuguese stuffing. The other ones are like they're, I don't know. Portuguese stuffing is probably the best. Yeah.
Got that little kick to it.
Yeah.
My wife makes some fire fucking Portuguese stuffing. I'm fucking souped about it tomorrow. I get it once a year. The stuffing I'm talking about.
Oh, you get stuffed, you get stuffed once a year. All right, bro. All right. So
bad phrasing.
Whoa. Hey. Johnny.
Sausage stuffing, is that like Italian stuffing? Italian stuffing's okay.
I don't know. What
I'm done commenting on Sasha's. I'm not commenting.
just don't want to say any food.
Stuffing. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm going to say one-sided. I'm going to feel attacked.
I'm not getting clipped or memed. I'm not talking about no more stuffing.
Damn, you're gonna ruin Thanksgiving for everybody now. Like now we can't have stuffing at Thanksgiving.
You can have it once a year, bro. It's good.
No.
Oh shit.
So who was he? He was confusing me with Wordsmith. Who's
Wordsmith? Like that's the only one I can think of. He had the yellow contacts in. It was volume 4 when we did the yellow one. It was me, Wordsmith, KNS, Kev Diggs, Anime, Kev Diggs. Who else was on that? Money was on that. Ethan James. Wow, my recall's crazy. Yeah, it's like
photographic memory.
Total recall.
Man, I know. 3 tits.
Do I even like him? I don't know who it is. Probably if I've seen it.
He was part of Bitter Breed
I
with
don't know.
Marshall.
He was definitely taller than you.
Nah, he was short.
No, he wasn't. No, not
Yeah,
that
he was.
short as
He
John.
was. He was short. Trust me. He almost got thrown up. He almost got thrown off a booze cruise by a girl. I know. I was there.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
He got.
Oh yeah. You know what? I think someone else. Never mind. Never mind. I remember now.
Yeah. I guess, Johnny, I guess you could look like in the face. I guess you could look like him grown up. I mean, it's been like a decade. I guess.
I don't know. I don't know what he looks like. I'm gonna look. It's volume 4. I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
Misk, what up, dude?
What up, Misk?
I'm looking it up right now.
Look it up, bro.
Johnny's gonna be like, nope.
Yeah.
You gotta age. You gotta age it a decade. You gotta.
I think you can put it on screen. Oh, actually, you're using your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
I mean, if you guys want to share it, you can. But
Only a picture, no music. We're not doing music.
Yeah, no, just the image, basically. Like just pause it on the. Yeah.
still.
I'm gonna go take a piss.
So when is the podcast starting?
Is this it?
Yeah.
Was this one?
No. I don't know. Oh. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Damn, man, like it doesn't even come up anymore.
What do you mean? It's at here's the link. I'll put the link in the what do you
No,
want?
I'm saying I didn't put volume 4. I just put 4, and now it comes up like all the other 4s.
Oh yeah.
So,
You gotta put the shameless self promotion there for it to.
No, I put volume 4. It came up. It was the first thing. But when I put 4, it was coming up the time for some action and stress free.
Yeah.
Wow, these like first ones are getting phased out.
Yeah. Go to like 2 minutes and 2:12, 2:14 is where he starts. That's who he thought you were. The yellow
Not even close.
contacts.
Wait, you can't put it on screen?
I don't know.
Not even close.
I can't. Yeah, that's it. I'll put it on screen, but I'm not gonna play.
No, you don't have to play it.
I know. Let's see. This is
And he wears the hat the same way. I don't know. I don't see it.
I don't know, a decade. Could, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, you don't know. Yeah, that's not Johnny. Johnny, put your face up like this.
No,
Now open your mouth. Oh,
no.
do it.
Why would you do this?
No,
Do it.
no.
Oh.
Bro.
Yeah.
Have a good holiday, yo.
Peace.
Oh, yeah.
So, anything else? I gotta piss again. So, are we
Gonna end this now?
gonna
Is you-
continue?
Because you gonna pee?
I'm about to head upstairs, to be honest with you.
Well,
I told my wife I'd be up about an hour ago.
He's about to get his once a year stuff. Happy Thanksgiving, bro. Yeah.
leave him alone. God.
Oh, Johnny. Love you, bro.
Likewise. All right. You guys have a good night. Excuse me. You guys have a good night. And if I don't talk to you, have a good Thanksgiving.
Yes, we'll talk.
Happy Thanksgiving to y'all.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Peace out.
Hey guys. Yeah. So Friday, new cipher. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. Everyone be safe. And yeah. December 6th, Friday, December 6th. The toy drive. There we go. Very Boom Squad Grind Mode Christmas out in Fall River. Shout out to Boom Squad Radio. And gonna be dope performances. And we're doing it for the kids. Toy donations, monetary donations. Let's make a good Christmas for underprivileged children. Let's go.
Yes, it's Operation Christmas.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And,
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh.